the ball or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Wormley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Got some room in at the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, USC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Smith. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
7, LSU, 0.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They are up by 7 over Notre Dame. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. Across the 35. They are on the move down to the 32. 2, and they pick up another first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. It reminds me of the guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running to the left. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and that's number 10. made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Momentum is such a real thing in college football. Scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Oh, what a move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. The give from the gun. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Really good patience and recognition, and how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play complete.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. A hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yard.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wormley. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
trying to have a big completion here. Spits it out to the back. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Notre Dame. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Snap in the shotgun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. He's got it. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Second down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The shotgun on third down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the right side. A very productive run gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There he goes. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, LSU. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the single back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection.
The 1st down pass complete to the wideout.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback moving. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Cox. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He's looking deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Here comes the hurry up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Runs for the tackle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
4th down coming up.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end.